Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another NBA betting video as of today. And so, quick recap as of what's going on as of right now for my bets. They're not looking good. I've had a very rough start to December, and hopefully today we can turn it around. But as of right now, our first bet of the day, our Lonzo Ball over 4.5 assists versus the New York Knicks, did end up cashing right around like halfway through the third quarter or like the start of the fourth quarter. I can't really remember. But as a Bulls fan, I love that. They pulled off an insane win against the New York Knicks. Love that as well. Then we had the Thunder and Grizzlies under 215, which might have been, truthfully, my worst beat like in sports betting. So we had an under of 215, right? Which, okay, like, you know, that is a pretty low total. It is overall a pretty low total. But if you look at the score of the game, hold on. Let me just look. Let's look. OKC only scored 79 points through three quarters. 79 points. Okay? That's definitely good enough for us to hit the under. However, the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant scored 152 points. 152 points. That's absolutely insane. They won by 73. 73! Like, how do you... First of all, how is the third string, or like the second or third string of the Memphis Grizzlies, still destroying the Oklahoma City team? I mean, I understand that the Oklahoma City team isn't necessarily the best, and especially without Shea, it is rough. But, oh my God, 73? That's unheard of. I mean, and we would have cashed easily, but the Grizzlies, they made everything. 150 points in a game? That's crazy. Anyway, and then I had Cade Cunningham under 4.5 assists. Thought that one was going to cash. It's about the start of the fourth quarter as I'm recording this. He already has 6, so that's a loss. And CJ McCollum's got to get it going. In order for that to hit, I'm looking at, he's only got 4 points right now, and it's the end of the first. Only have 4 points. He's really going to have to step it up to hit that over 25.5. So I'm going to chalk it up in this video, say I'm 1-3. If I end up going 2-2, I'll be pretty excited, but I doubt it. You're probably looking at a fallout today if you did end up tailing me. But we got to turn that around. We got to do a full 180 today. We got to do everything. And I'm pretty confident. Once again, I was pretty confident yesterday, and I ended up going 1-3 roughly. So that's not fun. Not fun at all. But I'm excited. Let's get into this picks. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys are fading me today. Let me know if you guys are tailing me. Just let me know what you guys are betting on. Maybe I might add something to my card. If you guys also use Twitter, feel free to follow me. The link is going to be down in the description down below. And that is where I put any additional plays at if I end up making any. So we're going to hop straight into it. First play of the day is going to be Hawks -1 versus the 76ers at home, -110 odds. The Hawks are 7-2 against the spread in the last 9. So they've been really hot. They have been just on an absolute tear as of lately, covering in 7 of the last 9 games. As a home favorite, the Hawks are also 7-2. So, once again, they've been tremendous on the road. They are one of the best home teams in the entire NBA. So, definitely good enough to put your money on. And Hawks have won 4 of the last 5 versus the 76ers at home. So, that does give me a little bit of hope because since the line is only 1, if they do win, then, you know, they have to win by at least 1. So, I really like where we're at with that one. They've only lost 1 in the last 5 at home, so really like that. 76ers are also 3-7 against the spread after a loss. They did take a pretty bad loss against the Boston Celtics a couple nights ago. And I do think Joel Embiid's going to have a monster night, absolutely monster night, but I do think that the Hawks are going to be able to win this one. Hopefully some of the Hawks interior defense and Clint Capella is going to be able to stop that. I don't know if it will, but you know what? We gotta have faith. We gotta trust them, and I'm super excited. I think that one's a pretty good bet. It'll be a fun game to watch for sure. So regardless, I would love to cash on that one. Next, we have Brandon Ingram over 22.5 points versus Dallas minus 105. This play is mostly just because of everything that I saw a couple nights ago. Last game versus Dallas, he did end up cashing. Last game against Dallas, he did end up cashing, and he has hit this over against Dallas 6 of the last 8 times that they have played. And then on top of that, I watched that last game. I watched the Pelicans versus Dallas, and nobody on the floor could do a single thing with the basketball other than Brandon Ingram. So I'm putting my faith in Brandon Ingram. I was tempted to take his PRA line, but it just made me a little bit too nervous. His points and assists looks really good too if you guys were wanting to take something other than points. I know 22.5 is kind of high, but for a star like Brandon Ingram, I think that it's good enough. But they just could not do a single thing other than Brandon Ingram, which is the day that we took Jonas Valanciunas over in rebounds, which wasn't even close. So, and in the last 2 games overall, Brandon Ingram has hit this over. So, another good sign. He's got the hot hand right now, so they should keep feeding him. I don't really see why they wouldn't. Next, we have, this is more of a bias play. So if you guys don't want to take this one, if you guys want to fade it, go for it. This one's more of a bias play. So we have Lauri Markkanen under 21.5 PRAs, minus 125 odds, just a little bit juiced. But I really, really like this play. Now, as you guys know, if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, I am a huge Bulls fan, an absolute diehard Bulls fan. And obviously, Lauri Markkanen was on the Bulls for quite some time, actually. Have a jersey of him. Haven't gotten rid of it yet, but I also haven't worn it. So, definitely don't plan on it. So, Lauri he's been kind of good this year. He started off a little bit rough, but right in the middle of the season, he did start picking things back up. Against teams above 500, he has only cashed this twice, though. So, realistically, he has been decent, but it's been against bad teams. The only team that he did cash it above 500, I think, was the Mavericks and Brooklyn. Brooklyn, they have gotten better at defense, but they're not necessarily a good defensive team, or at least in my opinion, at least. I think that they're decent at defense, but they still have a lot that they need to work on. And on top of that, the other team was Dallas. Dallas is not a very good defensive team in any stretch of the imagination. So, with that being said, and Markkanen scored like 28 points in that game. I mean, that's just never going to happen. And now all of Cleveland's big men are back with Evan Mobley, with Jared Allen, with Kevin Love. So they're most likely running Lauri Markkanen at the small forward position, which is absolutely that's comical to me, especially as a Bulls fan. He is going to have to rely on his scoring more, which is extremely, extremely inconsistent. I personally, when Lauri Markkanen was on the Bulls, I liked Lauri Markkanen a lot, but that was one thing, is he was so inconsistent. He was giving you 30, or he was giving you literally 2. There really wasn't very, very much of an in-between. And so he's going to have to rely on his scoring a lot, especially with all those bigs back. He's not going to get nearly as many rebounds. He may get some playmaking opportunities, but I feel like he's going to be more of just a catch and shoot type of player, maybe catch and drive. On top of that, last game against the Miami Heat, who obviously I know Miami Heat is a tremendous defensive team, but he only got 7 PRAs. It wasn't even close to this line. This line is in my personal opinion, it's at least 3 too high. I think it should be right around 17.5. Then it would make me consider taking the over, or at least thinking about it. But I think 21.5 is just way too much. Now, I know Lauri Markkanen's going to come out there and he's going to prove me wrong, and truthfully, I wouldn't be too upset about it. But that is one that I'm pretty confident in. Lauri Markkanen, under 21.5 PRAs, minus 125. Now, my last play of the game is going to be for one of the best games of the night, and it is going to be for the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors game. Now, if you guys did watch my channel, or watch my video, wow. If you guys did watch my video from the other night, I did not bet on this game. The reason being was because I just wasn't sure how it was going to go. And I'm glad I didn't, because truthfully, I would have taken the Warriors. I would have taken the Warriors spread, and I would have been very, very confident in it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I made a decision, and it's a little bit of a different one, but I am actually taking a teaser in this game. So if you guys don't want to tail that, that's perfectly fine. But I'm like very, very confident in this teaser, and I'm very excited. So obviously, it's going to be one of the best games of the night. It's going to be very, very exciting to watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Suns versus Warriors, and it's going to be a teaser, as I said. I'm going to have the Suns plus 10.5 and over 212 points in the total. Now, I know that seems pretty crazy, but let me just hear me out for a second. So, the Suns have only lost by double digits twice this year, and one of those times, Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton combined for only 12 points. 12 points. They haven't done that since. They have not combined for that many for that little amount of points since then. So it just goes to show you, when Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton are actually playing basketball, they do score a lot more than 12 points, let me tell you. And without Devin Booker in, you could see a lot more than that. Between both the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns, when the total is 212, which is what this is set at, or lower, they have cashed in 4 of 6 times. So they've only not cashed it twice. One of them was a huge blowout game from Golden State, and the other one from the Suns, they lost pretty big, but I think that there was a couple players injured. So pretty good stats there. They usually do hit this over very frequently, even though they don't have Devin Booker. And then the Suns, they did end up blowing out the Warriors in this last game. I'm sure that everybody saw it. I do think that the Warriors win this game. I would be willing to bet quite a large sum of money that they are going to win the game. But I just don't think that the Suns are going to be bad enough team to allow themselves to get blown out. Like, I don't think that they're going to win, or that they're going to lose by double digits. I don't think Chris Paul is going to let this team do that. Their defense is already just so solid. I don't believe that they're going to get blown out. I just don't foresee it happening. So I do have the Suns and Warriors teaser. Suns plus 10.5 and over 212 total. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I just wanted to say thank you again for all the support you guys have been showing. You guys have been amazing. Make sure to follow my Twitter just to see if I do put out any other plays. I don't know if I will tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be more of just an enjoying basketball day, but I'm pretty excited for it. But yeah, man, that is going to pretty much do it for me. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.